All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Late shipping live. First shipping live in the new house. Appreciate everybody reaching out with all the congratulations and all that stuff on the post yesterday. I really appreciate you guys, everybody who's commented, messaged, all that good stuff. We appreciate you guys. It has been stressful, hectic. Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days. I'll probably explain some of what happened during this live, but we're here. We're officially in the house. The garage is still a mess, but it's looking a lot better than it did yesterday. You can kind of see the two shelves right here are stacked up, and then I have space over here now for the third shelf. We plugged in, got all the washers and dryers all plugged in. So what's up, Melissa? So that's all set up after this slide. Probably later tonight, I'll probably put up the last shelf for inventory, and then I can start working on this side of the garage, which I'll kind of turn my monitor so you guys can see the mayhem on this side of the garage. All the craziness that's happened over there. So yeah, that's the goal for today. What's up, Jen? Melissa? What's up, Melissa? What's up, Barbara? Welcome in. I just knocked out my Dymo printer out of the, there we go. Hopefully everything works. I haven't tested any shipping or anything like that, so I probably won't ship. Probably won't ship everything on this live. I just kind of want to test the internet connection. Let me know if it goes out or anything like that. It should be good. The internet router is literally right behind where this computer is, so it should be really good. Appreciate you guys. Everything that shipped, or everything we're shipping today sold since Saturday. Saturday, right? Maybe it wasn't Saturday, maybe it was earlier than that. But everything has sold while we were on vacation mode. So all my stores have been on vacation mode. If you don't know how vacation mode works, you're allowed to sell on eBay, but you can't sell on Poshmark, Mercari, or Depop. So all those just came back online today, so you won't see any sales from those platforms. Everything's going to be eBay sales. So yes, sounds crystal clear. Good. Yeah, supposedly we got FiOS, and FiOS are supposed to be faster for internet. I shouldn't have like any lag, is what the guy told me. But if I do, I could always run a router out here, and then I really shouldn't have any issues. We haven't put the mini split in here either, so you're probably going to see sweat beads dripping off my face, although it's not too bad in here right now. I could open the garage door, but I just don't want neighbors to walk by and see me out in the garage talking to you guys. So it'd be a little weird to see new neighbors out in his garage talking on the computer, random guy. But yeah, so once we get the mini split set up out here, then we'll be AC'd and all that stuff. So yes, good morning. Welcome in. If you guys have any eBay questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, I'll probably ship most of this stuff on live. I don't know if I'm going to ship everything. I have to figure out where the post office is. I haven't even done my change of address yet, so we have to go drive, figure out where the post office is, drop off all these packages, and then I got to do the change of address so that way I can start getting mail. And then I got to figure out if my mailman is going to pick up from my door. I think he will. But I have to figure all that stuff out today too. So today's going to be a fun day. But yeah, feel free to hang out, ask questions. All eBay orders today, so it should be really, really easy to go through this and explain all the sales to you guys. From Paul's, from Anza, where's Anza? I don't know where. Oh, you're talking to Peter. Gotcha. I thought you were talking to me. Let me slide this over real quick so I can read chat. And let's get started. First shipping live in the new place. So I should probably talk about the purchase of this property, how crazy it was. So we signed our paperwork at 12:30, 1 o'clock. We finished signing our paperwork, and we were told it should take about an hour to get the keys and be able to go in. This house doesn't have keys, it has a lock code, so we just would have been able to come in through the lock code. And then, so we were waiting outside with the kids for like an hour, and I called my realtor. I was like, hey, what's going on? And then my realtor is my sister. So my sister let me know that the people that were selling this house still hadn't finished signing their paperwork yet. So I was like, oh, so we're already signed. The sale of our house went through flawlessly. Everything went through perfect. So we sat outside for another hour, and then I called back, and then they said, well, the notary hasn't dropped off the paperwork yet. They finished signing it, but they haven't dropped off the paperwork yet. So I was like, okay, how long do you think this will take? And they're like, well, it depends. If they have a double signing, it might take an extra, 30, 45, maybe an hour to drop off. So I waited another hour. I called back. Notary still hasn't dropped off the paperwork. I'm like, what the heck? My notary just literally scanned it all in, and it went through flawlessly. And then Then it's like 4:30. We still haven't got the keys yet, and my sister's like, "You might have to find another place to go tonight because we don't know if we're gonna close today." I'm like, "What? We've already put our paperwork in like 4 hours ago. What are we doing?" And then right before 4:50, they say you're good to go in. So I'm like, "Cool, we're going in." And then I get a call back immediately, and they say, "Actually, you're not because you owe $3,200." And I was like, no, there's no way because we put all the proceeds to our house to cover everything, so that way we didn't have to pay anything. We actually were supposed to get $100 back at close, so that way we had a little bit of wiggle room. And they're like, no, my sister's commission was not put on the paperwork that we signed, even though another piece of paper said that we didn't owe anything at close that we signed. So because of that, we have to pay to be able to be allowed in the house. And it was 450. All the banks had already been pretty much closed. You can't wire something over that quick. So, yeah. So then they allowed us to stay the night, and then immediately the next morning I had to transfer over money. So boy, it was a headache. That whole night was just so stressful. But at least we're here. Everything's done. We're closed. We're good to go. So somebody said the video's froze. Are we good? Let me know, chat. Are we good? So I'm going to reorganize my inventory by bagging everything and assigning numbers, and doing that. As you move things to the left and consolidate your bins, you have to relabel each bin correct. No, you don't ever relabel each bin. Go watch my video. I put a video on YouTube. Watch this video. I'm going to put it in the chat, and it'll teach you how to do this system. You don't actually label any of the bins. None of the bins are labeled at all. Only the inventory is labeled. Once I get this whole system set up, I'm actually going to be pulling and shipping orders all on the same live. You're going to see me over there pulling them, so I'll explain the process there, and then I'm going to be shipping live too. So, but give me a couple days to figure out all the camera angles and all that stuff. Let me get the video I'm talking about here. Watch this video. Video good? Cool. Yeah, if your video lags, I don't think it'll be me. I think my connection should be really good. I just put the video in chat. Hold on, let me make sure this goes through. Yes, the video that I just put in the chat, that's the video on how to set up this inventory system. I'm not the one who created it. I just remade the video for my followers, but I give credit to the person who made this inventory system. But it's a really good one. Like when I moved, to set up this inventory system, so easy because everything's already in order. Everything's already in the bins. You just pretty much got to put the bins back in order on the shelf, and you're literally just stacking them up in the back of the U-Haul, bring them over here. It's so easy to set this up. But yeah, watch that video. It explains everything. Can you set up vacation mode for all platforms? Nifty automatically recognizes that your platforms are on vacation mode. So I just set up, you have to go into the platforms and put your platforms on vacation mode. So Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, eBay, you got to go in and turn on vacation mode. But as soon as you do, Nifty automatically recognizes you're on vacation mode. It'll stop sending offers, stop delisting and relisting, all that stuff. Are those plastic shelves? These right here, no, these are, I bought at Costco like, I don't even know, like 5 years ago. I doubt they're still there, the same model, but most models are good. I have a different shelf. You'll see tomorrow. There's a different shelf that I put right here that's similar to this, but not the same exact thing. So you just got to get ones that are similar to that. Most standard shelves are the same length and width, so you just get a standard shelf. I got some great new tag, BLT, Charles Truitt, Patagonia. Let's go. Awesome. You went to State Sale too. Oh, you went to the bins. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. There's a bins close to us that we want to try out too. You guys finally set up. Yes, we are finally set up. Kinda. We still have so much work to do, but we're officially set up. You're technically squatting in somebody else's house. Technically, we were we were approved. I was like, if I could give you the money right now, I'd give you the money. Like literally, I want to give you the money so I can be done with this absolute nightmare. But yeah, we were squatting. They gave us permission. The coordinator gave us permission. I don't know. There's fancy names for the people that were in charge, but they gave us permission to stay. And then at 6:30, the agent for this house said, I don't think it's a good idea, but we had already moved everything in. So I was like, too bad. We're staying here. We'll give you the money in the morning. First thing in the morning, I called. As soon as my bank opened, wired the money. Everything was good. So the video freezes for 1 second every minute or so, but the audio doesn't. Okay, that might be something with Restream, though. It might be something with the Restream. It does freeze for a second, but video and audio keep streaming. Okay, it might be something with the Restream. It might not be something with my internet. If you can still hear my audio, that means I'm still streaming. So that means it's that means restream. I'll look at the replay on this afterwards and I'll look at it. But as long as you can hear my audio, we're good. I just started eBay. 25 items listed. Already have a mess. Yeah. This is an organized mess. Will Nifty get Whatnot hooked up? Hopefully soon. I hope soon because I want Whatnot for Nifty. Video still freezing? Okay. I don't know. Hold on. We'll have to bear with it for right now. I'm gonna put the booster. I haven't put the booster up yet, so if it freezes but you can still hear my voice, just stick with me. Tomorrow I'll put the booster out here and we shouldn't have any issues once I put the booster up. Yeah, I'll check all the video replay. That's one thing I want to do is kind of test it and see how it works. I can actually go on Facebook right now. Let me see. Let me see. Let me mute my, so that way you guys don't hear me twice. Is it like every minute you said? All right, I'm watching the replay right now. Oh, I can kind of tell what's happening. I see. Okay, so you can hear my voice, but it freezes for a second. Okay. I see. It's like every 30 seconds it freezes. Every 15 to 30 seconds, maybe? Oh, well, you guys will see me for a little bit here today. We'll figure it out, and we'll get the internet up and running, make sure it's good. So video good. Yeah, it's laggy. It lags every couple seconds. Let me do a speed test really quick. Speed test. Run speed test. Let's see. I'm supposed to have 1 gig. I have 528.8 right now, so that's not 1 gig. I can also call my internet company and ask them why I'm not getting 1 gig. There's a firewall here, so it's gonna keep from everything. And I have a 3.3 upload. So yeah, those speeds are a little bit slower. We'll figure it out. I'll get it done. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the congrats in the chat. Okay, we're gonna go through this quick. Like I said, I probably won't ship everything because I want to make sure we can get to the post office, and we got some other running arounds to do today. But I figured I'd hop on and kind of show you guys what was selling. I apologize for the lag and all that. We'll get that all fixed. First item that sold, Tommy Bahama men's 2XL shirt. I grabbed this at a bulk buy locally, and I think I paid like 15 bucks for this because it was new with tags, and it sold for $39.99 plus shipping. Yeah, video's lagging. It's so weird because the router is literally right there. I have ways to get it faster, so I'm gonna do that. Well, we have I have wireless, the Eero things. I have those that I'm gonna set up one out here, and it should fix all the lagging issues. But yeah, I got to set that up later. I haven't had a chance to. This is probably gonna be the only shipping live this week. Maybe I'll do one on Friday if I have some time. But I just kind of wanted to hop on and test things, see how it works. Shipping is $5.60 for this one. Buyer paid $7 for it. If you guys have any reselling questions too, feel free to drop them in the chat. Oops, I sent that to the wrong printer. Whoops. Print label. That needs to go to the Dymo. There we go. See if the Dymo works. It works. Okay, we're good. You're pricing the same across all platforms? I do. I use Nifty to cross list, and I don't change the price on Nifty. I just keep all the pricing the same. It just makes my life easy. Sure, you could price stuff up a little bit more expensive on Poshmark because obviously Poshmark fees are a little bit more expensive than eBay's. But to keep it simple, I keep it the same. So everything went smoothly after we got closed. Bobby, appreciate you hopping in. Yeah. We had a little bit of craziness. I just talked about it in the beginning of the live, but yeah, we had a little bit of craziness during the move, but we officially moved in. Callaway Golf Polo, paid $8 for this. I don't know where I got this from. Might have been TJ Maxx Marshall's yellow tag clearance event for $8. This one sold for $34.99 plus ship. I have an Eero for sale, Frontier presets. I have, yeah, I got one. One of my consigners, they're actually in the chat right now. They sent me one for free. And I have a triple Eero, so it has the main booster, and then it has two of the little boosters. So I'm gonna stick one out here in the garage, and it should fix the little bit of a lag issue we have. But it's good we're testing this. We probably won't do a whatnot this weekend because I got to get everything set up and ready to go. So the whatnot that's scheduled for this weekend is going to get pushed one more week, but then after that we should be back to weekly whatnots, and the whatnots will happen actually out here. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do. If I want to have the backdrop as this, the boxes, or if I'm going to make a backdrop on the other side of the garage. I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do with that. Singer, not swinger. Who's a swinger? We got swingers in the chat. Jay Lindbergh, men's Jay Lindbergh, brand new with tag. This is a golf vest. It's like a lightweight windbreaker golf vest. I picked this up on Whatnot for $15 from somebody who's selling a bunch of Jay Lindbergh, and this one sold for 45. 45 buckaroos. Oh, you were trying to say singer. Sewing machine for $20. Tested it, works great. Nice. I've never sold a sewing machine before. I know some of them are worth good money, and then there's other ones that kind of look like they're worth a lot of money, but if you look them up, they don't really sell for much, and it's kind of big and bulky. You're not going to make enough money to ship. With the shipping and everything and how much you got to pad it, it's not really worth your time. But there are some that are worth crazy amount of money. Sewing machines, Crickets and stuff like that. Crickets used to be big back in the day for reselling, but they kind of fell off a little bit too. That one shipped. I still got to test and see if the mailman will do a house pickup for me, because I haven't asked yet. So hopefully they do house pickups. The mailbox is here. We have, I don't know if you guys know the correct term for it, but it's called MBCBU box. That's basically a bunch of boxes all together, and then you come over with your key and you open them up. They're right down the street from my house. The mailman has to literally drive by my house to get to them. So I'm hoping that they're not going to have a big issue with stopping and picking up packages. I might have to make myself a business address so they can pick up my packages. Sell through was about 100. Nice. First Jay Lindbergh pants. Nice. Jay Lindbergh sells really well, especially around golf season. Jay Lindbergh flies. Levi's, brand new with tag Levi's. I forget where we grabbed these from. They sold for $34.99 plus ship. If I remember correctly, I think these were TJ Maxx and Marshalls too. And I think I paid $12 for these. They were in my video. If you guys watch the TJ Maxx and Marshalls video, you'll see me pick these up. But yeah, picked them up, sold them. I think I have like 1 or 2 more pairs of Levi's to go. And then those are all sold out from TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Can a listing be pre-owned and excellent condition? Of course. You can have a pre-owned excellent condition item. For example, if you take a shirt and you wear it one time, let's say you bought a Robert Graham shirt, you wore it one time, and you didn't like it, so you sold it. That'd be pre-owned excellent condition. What I consider excellent condition is no stains, no flaws, and it looks like it's a new item. That would be excellent condition. Most of the stuff we pick up from thrift stores is excellent condition items. We usually don't pick up items that have stains or flaws. Next up, we got a Ralph Lauren. This is a Lowell Sport Ralph Lauren shirt. Paid $7.46 for this. Nothing special about this. It just got like a nice little like tweed pattern to it. This one sold for $24.99. $7.46 and a $24.99. I sold a bunch of Ralph Lauren during the time my store is on vacation mode. I haven't listed. My sales are going to be really slow over the next couple weeks because I haven't listed in probably 2 weeks now. And I probably won't list for at least another week unless I get everything set up quickly, which I'm hoping happens. And then we'll get back to the listing game. I already have everything pretty much set up out here so I can set it up and start taking photos, but I just got to get the inside stuff done first. I got to do the dad duties of building beds and building tables and all that stuff. Once that's taken care of, then we can get back to normal business. And this will be like my man cave. I'll be able to come out here. The kids are literally on the other side of the house, complete other side of the house. So like during Whatnot shows, we won't be hearing the kids in the background, which is great. I can close this door. You don't hear anything, so it's nice. I'll set up some music or something out here listing. It's like a little man cave for me. Patagonia men's extra large little crew neck sweater. This one sold for 27 bucks. 27 plus shipping. Nice sale. Sweater season is upon us. So if you have some jackets, I would start listing them ASAP because this is the time of year that jackets and stuff start flying. We actually had a bunch of jackets in our storage unit. So we went there last week and I didn't realize how much we had. I have like 10 bins of just jackets. So I'm going to bring those home probably next week, and then I'm gonna start listing those. So sold my vintage Japanese cat stuffed animal for $25. That is just picked up from an estate sale last week. I paid 50 cents for it. Look out for Kmart Japanese stuffed toys. There you go. A lot of people make tons of money off stuffed animals. Those jelly cats too. Keep up the great content and cheers, Sunny, from sunny Arizona. Do you source daily? And what are your preferred ways? So right now, I don't know what sourcing is going to look like. Did we source daily before we moved? No, we source it like 2 to 3 times a week. Now that we're really close, we're about 15 minutes away from a red, white, and blue. Daily sourcing might happen. I might actually go there every morning to see like the new stock, the stuff that comes in. So maybe we'll do daily thrifting. It really just depends. We just found out my daughter on Monday has a short day of school every single Monday. So like Monday probably won't source because she gets home by like 12 o'clock. So yeah, but before we used to source 2 to 3 times a week. We used to do like big sourcing days where we hit like 2 or 3 thrift stores and just load it up on a bunch of stuff. Peter Millar men's long sleeve shirt. This is not a summer comfort, just a regular Peter Millar shirt. This one sold for $22.99 plus ship. Just got a nasty message from someone. I just want to check with you. I even explained I don't list damaged or stained items. Has excellent condition. She stated I was being dishonest. What I would do in that instance is if she's really unsatisfied with the condition that she got her item in, even though you feel like it's in excellent condition, I would just allow them to return it. So that way you don't get a bad review. And then when you get it back in, if it's in excellent condition, just relist it again. Maybe that's just a problem customer. It's going to happen. I'd let them return it. Free on you, send the return label, do all that stuff, and just take it back. That way you don't have to deal with it, because that person's probably just going to keep throwing a fit until you eventually just refund them. Went to a estate sale this morning. Prices were higher than eBay. That's crazy. I've seen the videos of people that go to estate sales and garage sales, and they have like the eBay printouts, like how much stuff is worth. Yeah, you usually just walk away from those. They're not even worth your time. Carhartt. This is a kid's Carhartt jacket. It is a quarter zip jacket. It has a little Carhartt hit right there. This one I thought was a men's, and I didn't see that it was a kid's. I still listed it, and it sold for $19.99 plus shipping. I paid $8.54 for it. If it was a men's, I would have been okay picking it up for $8.54. But because it was a kid's and I didn't realize, I wouldn't have usually picked that up. But mistakes happen. Still made a little bit of money. Bins are very exhausting. Just a heads up. Wear heavy duty gloves. Yeah, so my sister, my younger sister, the one who actually closed on the house for us, she goes to the bins every single day. And yeah, I know how the bins operate. She tells me crazy stories, but she also tells me all the crazy stuff that she finds at the bins. Like she said last week there was a girl at the bins that found a Magnolia Pearl jacket. So if you don't know what Magnolia Pearl is, it's like super high end. It looks like garbage because they like tear it up, and it's supposed to look like distressed, like boho style distressed. And her friend found it. It was like I think she said she sold it for like $600 or something like that, and she found it at the bins. Probably paid like $1 for it. She sent you an instant message, but I figured I'd send it here. Those empty boxes you mentioned you were just going to break down and recycle. Depending on the shipping costs, would you be willing to ship them to me? I'll be honest with you, Matt. I think it's cheaper for you to just buy them on Amazon. And these boxes are not in like amazing condition. So Amazon, you buy packs of, I think it's 25 for $70. It's probably going to cost me, I don't know, to ship all those together because they're long and bulky. It's probably going to cost me, I would say like $35 to ship those. And I would just have to wrap them and in hopes when they got there, they're not damaged. To be honest, I'd rather just have you buy them from Amazon. I'm just going to recycle those because by the time it gets there, they're just going to get destroyed. I just acquired a quince sheepskin leather jacket without woman's shirt. Not sure to list the shirt or the jacket. No solds to available. That I don't know. I've never seen quince sheepskin. I think quince is a high-end like women's brand, I believe. They make like bedding and stuff like that too. I'm not sure. I'd price it against what the listed ones are for since there's no solds. I live in South Texas. Would it be a good idea to put my inventory in a garage when it's super hot? I live in Florida. I've had my inventory in my garage this whole time I've been a reseller. And I was in a house that didn't have like insulation like this, and I've never had an issue with it. So I don't think there's going to be an issue. The only thing I would say is if you're storing shoes or you're storing leather items, Probably store those inside your house. Don't store them out in the garage. But things like shirts and stuff, they can be stored out in the garage. You won't have an issue. I would say make sure you put your items in like bags like this if you're going to do that. So that way there's no moisture getting into the items. And then you shouldn't have a problem. These bags are super cheap. I have them always linked in my link tree if you want to purchase them from Amazon. She got an item. She got an offer from Nifty and wanted to lecture me woman's pair of Levi's. So she never even bought them. She just said they're yeah, don't worry about it. Don't even answer her back. She's not worth your time. Any insider keywords to use for eBay titles? I've had many items with no views in over a week. Alyssa, what I would do is not check your items views at all. I would just literally go in and look up sell-through rates. Look up how many are listed versus how many are sold. You can have the best keywords in the world, but if you're selling an item that nobody's looking for, you're not going to get any views on it, right? So instead of trying to figure out what keywords or what keyword I can put here to try to get a couple extra views, sure, keywords might bring a couple extra people to your listing, but if you're selling an item that nobody's looking for, that's the main reason why you're not selling it. So I would be more focused on how many are listed versus how many are sold and doing that research ahead of time before you purchase your item. I'll tell you this, I haven't looked at my views on my listings probably since I was first starting reselling. I was kind of like you. Like I figured, oh, I'll go in and see how many views my item gets. I kind of got addicted to going and looking the views every single day. I do the same thing with like videos too. I don't really go in and check and see if a video is doing good. The way I know one of my videos is doing good is because I get a bunch of comments on it. So that's how you know one of your listings is doing good, because you get a bunch of questions on it, you get a bunch of offers on it. That's what you need to focus on, not so much just going in and checking the views, because you're really just wasting your time. Does your sister resell? She does. She doesn't make YouTube content. She doesn't make reselling content anymore. She used to, but she doesn't do it anymore. So she's more focused on trying to build the real estate. So she'll probably do some of that kind of content. What are you using for your garage door installation? That I don't know. The house came with installation. So that was one of the bonuses. I was like, heck yeah, I was going to do that myself, and it already came with it. I was like, beautiful. You look like a different man in the new house, and I really like it, especially when you talk about long and bulky. God, you're so stupid. God, you're so stupid. Get out of here. I got a bag of full of Wi-Fi remotes, probably about 6 remotes for $10. Haven't gone through them yet. Some of those remotes can be worth good money. One remote that's worth good money that I know of from watching other people's content is bed remotes. So if you have those beds that like move, fold up and all that stuff, those remotes can be worth good money from what I've heard. Polo Ralph Lauren men's chino pants, just basic chino pants, nothing crazy about these. Sold for $24.99 plus ship. I buy these in bulk. And the person that I buy them from bulk from actually reached out to me yesterday, so I got to reach back out to them. But I buy these in bulk for like $4 to $6 a piece, depending on how much I buy from them. And I sell them for $24.99 plus ship. I love selling chino pants for Polo Ralph Lauren. I know they look plain and simple, but these things fly. These things fly if you list them correctly. I got a bag full of Wi-Fi. Oh, I already read that. I had no views on a stuffed cat, and bam, sold. Yep. Don't worry about the views. Worry about doing your due diligence and making sure you research how many are listed versus how many are sold. How do you determine what goes on Whatnot and what goes on eBay? Everything that goes on eBay can go on Whatnot, and vice versa. Everything on Whatnot can go on eBay. I will bring the same Polo Ralph Lauren items you see me list on here and sell on eBay. I'll bring those same Polo Ralph Lauren items to Whatnot. And my belief is, I'm not trying to... I feel like some people only bring the junk that doesn't sell on eBay to their Whatnot shows and then asks everybody like, why is my Whatnot not growing? Whereas I'll bring a crazy Polo Ralph Lauren leather jacket to Whatnot and just run it on Whatnot. I feel like that's the way you grow your Whatnot shows. So that's my answer to that. We don't hold anything. The only thing I'll say is if it's like a super unique niche item, I say this brand all the time. If it's a Willis & Geiger leather jacket, there's only a few people that know how good Willis & Geiger is. I would really have to talk that item up on Whatnot to get it sold. I've sold the Willis & Geiger before, but I've had to talk it up. So like I try to keep well-known high-end brands, Lululemon, Patagonia, Vuori, like those type of brands. I try to bring more so to Whatnot because those will sell for more because I don't really have to talk them up as much, whereas other ones I have to talk up. So that's what I'll say. But anything can go on. I've sold Willis & Geiger on Whatnot, and I haven't cared. Next up, these are Lululemon women's leggings. These are doesn't have the size on it, but we did a waist measurement on them and we put it into listing. These sold for $24.99 plus ship. Don't encourage him. Thank you. Contemplating signing up for Nifty? I think you should. I think if you have enough listings to have Nifty pay for itself, I think you should sign up for Nifty. Nifty is Nifty's great. Like over this next couple weeks, I'm gonna make sales because Nifty's sharing my listings, and I'm focused on building furniture in the house. So I've been using Nifty for I think 3 years now, maybe close to 3 years. I used it before it was a cross lister, so I've been using it for a while. I think everybody should give it a try. If you see the link in the description of this video, that's a free trial for 7 days. It's limited, so you'll be able to use a little bit of Nifty. I think you'll be able to import your listings, do things like that. You won't be able to use it for like a week, like unlimitedly. But once you use it, you'll see how good it is and sign up. And that link also gets you 15% off your first month. Can you tell me how to organize your shelves boxes? Yeah, so Jennifer, if you look up in the chat on this live, I posted a video on YouTube, or just go to my YouTube channel and search boxes versus bins. And I have a whole video on how to set up this entire inventory system. If they're WeMotion desirable colors, they will be $30 to $40 each. There you go. That's a good little tip right there. Do you price differently on different platforms? No, I keep all my items the same price across all platforms. What did you use before Nifty? I used List Perfectly for like a year before I used Nifty. And then I was using Nifty's automation because that's what Nifty had before it had a cross lister. The automation was amazing. And then she kind of gave me a sneak peek on how the cross listing was going to work. And I was like, I'm sold. As soon as this comes available, I'm going to use it. So I dropped List Perfectly and then went over to Nifty. I already had affiliates and everything on List Perfectly, but I said, List Perfectly can't compare to how good Nifty is. So I'm just going to drop it, leave all my affiliates behind, and use the one that's better. Because I'm always, if something comes out that's better than Nifty tomorrow and I get word of it and I try it and I think it's better, I'm going to push that platform no matter how many affiliates I have on Nifty, because I feel like pushing the best platform will always give the best results. Ralph Lauren Blake shirt, nothing crazy about this one. This is just a solid blue. This one sold for $22.99 plus ship. I like one. I still have room for resale. Nice. Purchasing and selling. If you're purchasing on Whatnot, yes, you have plenty of room for resale. Just know on Whatnot, you're probably not going to get close to eBay prices, but Whatnot's all about speed of sale. So you're able to sell way more on Whatnot in an hour than you would be on eBay, because most of the time you don't even have to list the stuff. I just opened a bag and one is nice. Let's go. You got a Wii remote in there. Let's go. You guys are helping each other out. I like it. This one was going to ship for 15 ounces. Buyer paid $7. I'm paying $7.10 for my label on this one, so I'm losing 10 cents on the label. I got to get a trash can for out here. That's another thing I got to buy. Oh, so much I got to buy. Surfs was right. Surfs was telling me how much I'm going to spend. Surfs, you were right. It started out before I even bought the house. I had to spend $3,000. It's like, give me a break. Give me a break. Yeah, my internet, if you guys see it freezing, it's because I'm trying to figure out my internet and how to get it good enough out here to where I can live stream. So it might lag, but you should be able to hear me the whole time. It's just the video keeps lagging. It might actually be something with Restream. I'm hoping it's something with Restream, and it's not the internet, because then I'll have to call the internet company back out here and figure out why I'm having internet issues. But yeah, should be good. Hopefully later next week, I'm going to get it all fixed up. Another Ralph Lauren shirt sold for $22.50. Do you buy the SKUs? No, I print them myself on my Dymo. I have a Dymo 450 Turbo, and that is what I use to make the labels. I used to use it for Amazon. I did Amazon FBA for a little bit, and I needed it. I need to make labels on that, so I just use that to create my labels for this. You can buy them on Amazon, but if you have a thermal printer, most thermal printers are able to make both labels at the same time, the big labels and the small labels. So just use those to make your labels. On that video that I put out for the inventory system, it does have a spot in that video, and I show you how I make my labels. The other just started We Wants. Nice. Do you promote your listings on eBay? I do. I promote everything at 9%. I know 9% is kind of high, but I did 7% for a while. 7%, I saw a pretty big dip in sales. Around Christmas time, I'm probably going to drop it down to 7 or 5%, because that's organically when you see most of the traffic to your stores when people are holiday shopping. So that's probably when I'll drop it down to like 5%, and then I should see the same amount of sales. I thought it was my internet. No, it's mine. Are you using fiber? I am using fiber internet. Should I know something about that piece of scrap? They told me fiber was supposed to be faster and just as good, so I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping I don't have to switch. If I do, then I'm just going to call them back out and switch. 7 for All Mankind men's jeans. I love picking these up. This one sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Appreciate you, Seven. Anybody having issues with logging in Poshmark today? It wouldn't let me sign in after 4 years of reselling. That's weird. I haven't even looked at my Poshmark. It's been on vacation mode, so I wouldn't be able to help you with that. Maybe somebody else can in the chat. What are your thoughts on Amazon FBA from when you did it? I think Amazon FBA is good. I did it for books for a little bit. I didn't do any like hard goods or anything like that. And I do know a lot of people that go to like, and they go to Walmart and Target and they send stuff in. Just know your margins are slim and your payouts are slow. So you're going to invest $10,000 in inventory and you might not see that profit and that 10,000 back for like a month or two. So you really have to have like, you have to be very, very liquid to do Amazon. Now, if you're doing books, you don't have to be really liquid because you're only paying 50 cents to $1 for a book. You're going to sell it for $4 to $5 on Amazon. You're going to take that in, ship it in. The great thing about Amazon FBA is you're not storing any of the stuff at your house. You're storing it at the Amazon facility center and they're taking care of it for you. Unless you do FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant, which means you fulfill it at your house. I just didn't, I did it for a while. It was okay money, but I like doing eBay and stuff. I like this better, so that's why I switched back. Polo Ralph Lauren men's size 2XL. This is a short sleeve shirt. It's a polo jean, so it's an old school label. This one sold for $20.70. Give us a tour. I wish I could. I can't. I'm not on like my phone or anything. I'm on my computer. I eventually will make a video. I actually made a video of the old house, and I'm going to compare it to the new house and probably do like a house tour video. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that on YouTube, but I might do that video where I show like how big my old house was and how much we were able to do out of the old house. And then I'll do a tour of the new house. The good thing is all of my reselling stuff is going to be done out of this room in the new house. There's nothing on the inside of the house that's reselling related. I sold one of my lots, but I just listed on Listit. I just listed on Listit yesterday. Thank you so much for the platform. Let's go. You sold that fast. If you are listing eBay quality inventory on Listit at good prices, you are going to sell your lots super fast. I'm not even promoting it anymore, and we are still selling daily lots. The problem is there's a lot of people trying to sell the junk that they can't sell on eBay on Listit. I see a lot of the lots, and they're overpriced, and they're just not good brands. And then they're, messaging me and being like, my lot has been up for a month and I haven't had any traction. I go and look at the lot and it's got like Banana Republic in it. I'm like, nobody's going to buy this lot because it's got Banana Republic and you're asking $9 a unit. Like that Banana Republic shirt only sells for like $10. They can't make any money on it. So if you're listing good lots at good prices with good brands, you're going to sell them really fast. And if you're looking for lots with good brands and all, go to Listit, lystit.net. That's the wholesale platform that we run. We're going to push it more now that we're moved and everything. But we're going to be doing that. But there's lots of lots available right now for you guys to purchase too. Polo Ralph Lauren men's shirt. This is a long sleeve. It is a good plaid pattern. And this one sold for $24.99 plus ship. These I list a little bit higher. The basic ones I list for $22.99. The plaid ones with a good like vibrant pattern I list for $24.99 plus ship. And that one's going to ship out for 12 ounces. I was just looking for school books. I live in a college town. Yeah, that's good too. School books, you can make big money off like textbooks and stuff on Amazon. Yeah, on Amazon. You can make big money on those. Some of those textbooks can go for $100 plus, and then you just send it in, they sell it for you. I just got blocked on Poshmark because I've been selling more a day on eBay. I hate that new policy. Oh, if you pull down a listing after you list it within 60 days, I think it is, there's a chance that they ban you they don't ban you, but they suspend you from listing. All you have to do is reach out to Poshmark support and let them know that you sold the item on another platform and that's why you pulled it down, and they will reinstate your account. You just have to ask them to do it. Just tell them that you were doing what you were supposed to do and you didn't want to double sell the item, and they will allow you to sell again. They'll unblock you from not listing. Another pair of Polo Ralph Lauren Chino. These are shorts, sold for $24.99 plus ship. Seven for All Mankind jeans selling at $29. What are you normally paying for them? Sell at that price? I normally pay right around $8 for jeans. I get them usually at Red, White, and Blue, or I buy them in bulk locally. But $8 is what I usually pay. Sell them for $29.99 plus ship. All in, I profit around $17-ish, $17, $18 on an $8 investment on those. Quick, easy quick, easy sales. What do you think the best use for the quarterly eBay credit? It really just depends on what you need. I usually buy the boxes. So I buy the 10 by 8 by 6 boxes with my quarterly coupons. I think I can buy 2 packs of them and only pay like $1 or something like that. Person trying to sell Banana Republic needs to gain a bit of knowledge. Sounds like yeah. There's a lot of people on the platform, like I said, that are they're selling junk they can't sell on eBay. It was mistake purchases, and then they're basically just trying to get back their buy costs and make a little bit of money, and I get it, but your lots just aren't going to sell fast. Some of them just aren't going to sell at all. They just sit. But the ones that have good stuff, like people who list Polo Ralph Lauren, and they have a bunch of Polo in there, and they have like random other brands, Lululemon mixed in, and they're just trying to, like, a lot of them are bin shoppers, and they're just trying to make $5 to $6 a unit. They paid like $1 or $2 per unit. Those are the ones that are really winning on List It. Have you used Pirate Ship? Yes, I do use Pirate Ship often. Actually, that's how I ship my lots that I sell on List It. I use pirateship.com. You can actually link it to your eBay account too. So if you wanted to check prices on shipping for one item, like however much this is going to cost, these men's page jeans sold for $60. They're brand new with tags. I could look on eBay on how much these cost to ship, and then I can go to Pirate Ship and look how much these cost to ship, and I can decide which one's cheaper. And as soon as you print the label, if you decide to go with Pirate Ship, it'll automatically upload the label into eBay for you. So if you didn't know that, now you know. You can link your eBay and your Pirate Ship account all at once. My eyes are, I'm so tired, chat. I don't know if you can tell by my eyes. I went to bed last night like 12:30, and I woke up this morning at 6:30. And if you guys have been here for a while, you know that I never wake up early in the morning. The last 3 mornings I've been waking up early, and my eyes are killing me. I'm gonna go to the pool in a little bit, and I'm just gonna sit at the pool and just chill. When making clothes, have you ever tried the measuring app? I have. It is actually very accurate, but I feel like it's not as fast as just taking I use like a long ruler and just lay the ruler right on top of the item. That's how I feel it's faster. The measuring app is, it's cool little technology, but I don't think it's faster than just measuring the item yourself. Beretta men's jeans, brand new at tag. Beretta men's jeans, top kind of opened in shipping, but that's okay. These sold for $29.99 plus shipping as well too. Good brand to look out for. Beretta is like an outdoor, like hunting brand. I think they make bow and arrows too, like stuff like that, like hunting stuff. I don't do any hunting, so I don't know much about that. But the clothes typically do well. The basic shirts I usually pass on now, but things like jeans, things like long sleeves, things like jackets, you can get good money for them. So nice little sale right here, $29.99 plus ship. I'm suspended from eBay. It doesn't say why. How do you see? They usually send you an email on why you're suspended. If you're suspended on eBay, it's probably because you did something wrong. eBay doesn't just willy-nilly suspend people. You've probably had multiple violations to get suspended, or you did something really, really bad. So, but they send an email whenever they ban you. Are Adriano Goldschmied jeans and pants worth picking up? Jeans for men, yes. Jeans for women's, no. I usually pass on those. The pants for AG, I don't usually pick up the pants either for men's or women's. So just the jeans, and there's certain models. The skinny fit men's jeans I usually pass on. It's usually like the wider leg or like the boot cut. They don't even make many boot cut styles for AG. They're kind of like a skinny jean brand. That's kind of why they're falling off a little bit. But mostly men's. I'd never pick up women's AG jeans. Source right, you do look a little different now that you're in the new house. I probably look lethargic, skinnier because I've lost a lot of water weight. I still have the belly though. You just can't see the belly. I keep the camera right here for a reason. This is catfishing at its finest. You just get to see from here up. But yeah, it's probably water weight. Like I'm losing water right now. You can see the sweat stains on the shirt because I'm out in the garage. I already read that one. Do you turn off offers on eBay or Poshmark? Do you turn off offers on eBay or Poshmark? No, I keep offers active at all times on eBay, Poshmark. Nifty actually takes care of all my offers for me, so I don't send offers myself. Nifty does all that. Brooks Brothers men's shirt. This one does have the logo in the front. You can't see it because it's tucked underneath, but this one has a logo front, which is the ones you really want to pick up. This one sold for $20.70. Yeah, I ship everything in clear bags because I store them in clear bags. So if you can see to my left or right, depending on what side of the screen you're looking at, or if you're sitting upside down, I store all my stuff in the clear bags because it keeps it safe. Keeps it safe while it's being stored. Do Do you run all your items free shipping? Everything is plus shipping. Everything that I shipped out today has been plus shipping. Nothing has been free shipping. I learned from a great gentleman. His name is, he goes by the name B-Rad, aka Surfs Up Fines. I met this guy. It was love at first sight, and he taught me that you don't have to give free shipping on eBay, and people will still buy the crap out of your items, and sometimes they buy more of your items. And I actually sell more now with the same level store that I did back in the day when I used to do free shipping, doing charge shipping. It's something psychologically that if somebody sees $22.99 plus ship, it's $23 plus $7 shipping. And if they see $30 free shipping, they feel like they're getting a better deal if they get $22.99 plus ship for some reason. So yeah, that's what I do. Firearms and stuff. Yeah, that's what they do. Firearms and stuff. Yeah, that's what they do. I was wondering, how do you have nifty set offers? I do 10% off on all platforms. So every offer on all platforms is 10% off. Everything. I think I was hacked. My whole phone went down. That's not good. Maybe it was Surfs Up. It probably was him. He always is hacking. He's the one that got me banned off TikTok Live. I'm certain of it. He reported me multiple times, trying to get me off so he could be the only male reseller on TikTok. Mentioned wear skinny jeans. Yeah, I don't think I have a pair of skinny jeans. Actually, I used to have a pair of skinny jeans, and then I got fat, and now I don't have skinny jeans anymore because they don't look good on fat people. Anyways, Polo Ralph Lauren men's size 2XL shirt. Nice plaid pattern on this one. Because it's a nice plaid pattern, I listed it a little bit higher. Sold for $27 plus shipping. Do you use silica bags? No, I don't use any silica bags in my shirts. I've stored these out in the garage in my last house. Out in the garage, some items sat in there for a year. I've never had an issue with mildew or anything like that. As long as you seal the bags fairly well, you shouldn't have any issues with mildew or anything like that. So you can get silica bags if you really want to. You can order them, put them in there. But to be honest, I don't think you need them. This garage is going to be, it's insulated as you can see, but it's also going to be air conditioned. So we really won't have any issue with that because it's going to be nice and cool out here. We just haven't set it up yet. He's great. Jennifer, are you talking about Surfs Up Fines? You're telling me Surfs Up Fines is great? I agree. Do you do 10% off right away? I do it right away. I know some people wait a little bit before they start sending off offers. My thing is, if I list something for $30 plus shipping and I bought it for $5, $8 and I can send a 10% out offer and get them to instantly buy it without even thinking, they just like, oh, 10% out offer. I was already looking for this item. It's only been up for 5 minutes. Let me buy this really quick. I feel like that's worth it. If you do it the other way, that's perfectly fine too. But I have enough margin on all my items that 10% off isn't gonna hurt me. So I give that 10% off right away. This is a men's Charles Terwitt tie. Nice pattern on this. Charles Terwitt dress shirts don't sell well. To be honest, you probably couldn't even sell a dress shirt for $22.99 plus ship. It'll probably sit in your store forever. But ties will sell for $22.99 plus ship. So also the suit jackets do really well too. So if you're out there, you find a Charles Terwitt suit jacket, pick it up. Those usually do. They sell within a month for me usually, and they sell for around 40 to 50 bucks. Grab those too. But the ties are undercover little bolos. Sell-through rate doesn't look amazing on eBay for them, but every time I've listed a Charles Terwitt tie, it usually sells within 2 months max. It'll be out the door. They're super easy to list and they're super easy to store too, so they don't take up much space. New house still in Clearwater? No, we moved to Riverview. We're officially in the new house. Just got done with the interview. How's the home and all the room? Is it cool in there? It's not cool in here yet. We don't have any AC in here yet, but the house is amazing. I'm super, super happy. The kids wanted a different house, and they agree with me that this house was better than the house they wanted because of the amenities. If you look at my stories, if you're watching on YouTube, just go over to my Instagram or Facebook. Look at my stories from yesterday. That pool is literally a 30-second walk from my front door. The park is right next to the pool, so we take Joey. I took Joey early this morning. He just had a field day on the park. The dog park is right next to the kids park. In the back, there's a basketball court. There's a full basketball court, full court, not just like a half court, full court basketball court, and then 2 tennis courts. And they have the office with the gymnasium right there. This is all amenities that are included. Our HOA fee is almost nothing. I think it's like, I want to say it was like $65 a year for the HOA fee. That's all included. So we literally have like, it feels like we're in like a resort where we are. So I'm excited to have like people over. In our last house, we didn't have enough space to like host parties and stuff like that. And now we have enough space to do that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty pumped. I don't know if I'm gonna invite Surfs here though, because he told me last time we had a conversation, he said that he wanted to be the little spoon, I think he said, or the big spoon. I forget which spoon he wanted to be. And I'm just not with all that stuff. So I'm still deciding whether I'm gonna allow him to come into the house. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Peter Millar Summer Comfort. I literally just listed this right before we moved. It sold almost immediately, but it sold the day after we were on vacation, so I didn't ship it yet. $27.99 plus ship. How do you move lots of ties? Interesting subcategory. How do we move lots of ties? Like, how do we sell them? You list them, just like you list everything else, and you ship them. You sell them. Ties are really easy to take photos of too. Most ties only take 4 photos of to get them to sell. Take a photo of the tie all rolled up nice and neat. I take a photo of the length, the width, and the brand tag, and that's it. That's how you get ties to sell. Pool looks awesome. Yeah, it is nice. The kids might actually be at the pool right now, because I don't hear them in the house. And I think mommy said she was going to take them to the pool. So that's probably where I'll go after this. Actually, I got to go drop these off at the post office. I'm hoping the mailman's at the boxes, and then I can just walk down there and give him the box of stuff and say, hey, scan these in for me. Sir says in his live that he will hooked up with the Backstreet Boys while in Vegas. He hooked up with the Backstreet Boys in Vegas? That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. He probably hooked up with all of them, too. People think we're serious. That's the funny part. Anyways, this is a Vineyard Vine shirt, men's Vineyard Vine shirt, sold for $24.99. This one's got a good pattern on it, too. I like picking these up with the good patterns. I feel like I'm missing a shirt. I am missing a shirt. I didn't grab that Robert Graham shirt. It's okay. I'll grab it in a second. I feel like I'm missing something. No, I'm not. This is the last one, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I forgot to grab a Robert Graham shirt, so I'll grab that in a second. This one's going to ship for 8 ounces. Almost done. I actually shipped out everything with you guys. I was going to leave you guys hanging, but lots of questions. Y'all are hanging out with me. I appreciate it. First shipping live. Somebody said lighting looks good. I do have a ring light. If I didn't have the ring light, you guys, it would look really, really dim in here. So I made sure I hooked up the ring light to make it look good. Make it look fancy in here. Boom. But I do plan to get the hex lights for the roof on both sides. So once I get the hex lights in here, I won't need any additional lighting. You scored on the HOA amenities. So here's the thing, is there's 2 other pools with all those amenities, and we haven't even seen them yet. We just go to this one because it's right across the street from our house. Literally, the pool is here. We literally we're parked right across the street from the pool. It's amazing. But yeah, there's 2 more pools, and they're building a 4th pool right now too. So yeah, the video keeps freezing. I'm gonna fix the connection. I don't know why, but you guys still hear me, so I don't know why the video would freeze but not the audio, so I got to figure that out. So I'll say, if I run into you guys at the thrift, I don't live there, but I'm in Riverview, Brandon. Yeah, we go to the red, white, and blue here, so you'll probably run into us because I'm gonna probably be going there a lot. Lacoste men's hoodie. I took a best offer on this just to move it. Sold for $25. It's a men's 4XL. I think I had this listed for $34.99 plus ship, but I took a best offer just to move it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the hex lights. I've heard good things about them, so I just got to buy the right ones. You might actually you might see me make a TikTok shop video. I know some people hate those, but I might do ones because I can get the hex lights for free. And then I can just make the video, and I'll just make a video on the hex lights. Some of you guys will buy them, some of you won't. But I'll make the video because if you make those videos for TikTok, they literally send you free stuff. So I'll take the free stuff. Appreciate you, Miguel. Do you promote a store on Poshmark? Do I do the promoted listings on Poshmark? I don't. Promoted listings on Poshmark is pay per click, if you didn't know, which means if somebody clicks on your listing and they don't buy it, you still got to pay a promotion. eBay is different. eBay does promoted, but if they click on your listing and they don't buy it, you don't pay the promotion just off of people clicking on your listings. They actually have to go in and physically purchase your item before you ever pay a promoted fee. So that's why I like eBay's promoted a little bit better. Eileen Fisher, women's small black ribbed cardigan, sold for 25 bucks. This is a Kayla pickup. I like these Eileen Fishers. They always sell pretty quick. What gorgeous city do you move to? Riverview, Florida. Riverview. So it's about 40 to 45 minutes away from where we used to live. Do you think the hex lights would be good for photos? I don't know yet. I'd have to tell you I'll have an answer for that blended when, I think if you get enough, they would work for photos. I don't know why they wouldn't. If you get enough of them, they are pretty bright. So I would say if you got enough to cover your space, they'd probably be good for photos. And then you just hang them from the roof. They're really, really easy to install. Promoted closet. Yeah, I don't do promoted anything on Poshmark. Yeah, no promoted on Poshmark at all. I got to grab an order, so you guys are going to see me pull an order really quick. I'm probably sweating all over my back, so don't judge me. It's hot out here. I got to figure out what box I might not be able to grab this. 5669. Yeah, I can grab this. I got to move some stuff though. You guys can still hear me though. 5669. All right, 5669. Again, when I get all of this set up, I'm gonna have probably a camera mounted somewhere up there showing this side, and then I'll be able to pull orders, and you'll be able to see me pull orders. Basically what I did is 5669 is on my page on eBay right here. So you see it says 5669 right there. That means that I have to go over to the inventory system. The box right here says 5644, and the next one over says 5700. So I know 5699 is going to be behind 5644. I pull that box out, I grab the item, it's ready to ship. So super easy to grab inventory. When I grabbed inventory this morning, it took me literally to grab all of these orders that I shipped, took me 5 minutes. And that's with going through the boxes that are on the floor that I had to unstack to get to. So really quick and easy if you have a good inventory system. You're in Punta Gorda. Where's Punta Gorda? I don't know what Punta Gorda is. I've heard of it, but I've never been to Punta Gorda. By the way, I didn't just say a bad word in Spanish. That's literally what the place is called. Okay, chat? Don't report me. It's what it's called. Do you fold the tabs of your inventory boxes or cut them off? No. So if you look at my boxes, you can see that all the labels, the very front label is sticking out. So when I sort my inventory, or when I'm like pulling an order, if that front tab falls down, I'll kind of pull it up a little bit. But all you need to pull your box inventory is just have one of those labels sticking out, and that's it. You don't need to label your boxes, because if you label your boxes and then you condense, you got to relabel your boxes again. It's a bunch of wasted time. Just take your boxes, pull the first item up. If you can see the first item in 2 bins, you know exactly where your item is, because you know you have 1 through 50 in this box, 51 through 100 in the next box, let's just say hypothetically. And if you're looking for number 27, you know it's going to be behind the first box, because 27 comes before 51, but is after number 1. So it's super easy to find your inventory that way. How do you know the cost of goods when entering the Nifty? Do you track it elsewhere? So I don't track my cost of goods individually anymore. I track my cost of goods over the course of the year. So whatever I pay for in thrift stores over the year, that's how I track it. If you want to do it individually, you'll just put it when you're listing on Nifty. There's a cost of goods section. You can load that in right there. And then from there, as soon as you sell the item, it'll put your cost of goods into your analytics form for you. But how many items are in those shelves? Each box holds about 20 to 25 items. So if you do the math, total that I have listed right now in inventory is, hold on, I can tell you exact number. I have exactly 1,764 items in inventory. Now, some of those items are not in shelves like this. Some of them are suits, and I have them in bins right now because they were in a closet before we moved. I do plan to get on those Z-Racks and hang those up on Z-Racks. Total, I think I have an inventory somewhere around 1,700 listings, and I'm going to need one more shelf. So if you do 1,700 divided by 3 per shelf, that's about how many I have on each shelf. Cut my tabs off. You can cut your tabs. Oh, you mean the tabs on the inside? So I fold those in. Here. I fold them in like this. It makes the box a little sturdier. If you cut them off, you actually make your box less sturdy. If you fold them in like this, it adds another like layer, so it makes it thicker. So yeah. Oh, it doesn't have an N? I think I pronounced it with an N though. My bad. I think I pronounced it with an N. Anyways, we'll ignore that happen. When you go back, when you put back in inventory, do you replan? No, so no number is ever repeated. Again, go watch this video here. I'll put it in the chat again. Watch this video on YouTube after we're done on live today. It will. It's a video I made. It goes over exactly how to set up the system, and it'll answer most of your basic questions on this. Will all be answered by watching this. Hold on, let me find it. Watch this video right there. What's up, boss? Currently listing a bunch of bread and butter. Let's get it. I wish I could list right now. I'd rather be listing than building furniture. I'll tell you that 100% of the day. I put the video on the top. What's up, T. George? Welcome in. New house is great. We're just getting it set up. That's the hardest part, is just getting it set up. That's how I feel about it. Building. I got to be on my hands and knees building. And Surf's on his hands and knees. He's used to it, so he'll do it all day. But me, I'm not used to that position, so I have to really get out of my comfort zone. Whereas Surfs, he's very comfortable. And those, I gotta stop doing that. 'Cause people complain that I'm. We like to joke, chat. That's it. We like to joke. Anyways, last sale. I'm gonna pack these up off live. These are a pair of Merrill insulated boots. I grabbed these at Red, White, and Blue. They were $34.99, but they were 75% off. So whatever that is, I think it's like $8 and something cents. These sold for $45 plus shipping. 45 plus shipping. What's up, Trisha? Might have binge watch. Won't be Netflix anymore. Yeah, I got a bunch of videos. I plan to make a bunch more guide videos. Now that we're in the new house, chat, I'm going to be making so many guide videos, because right now, I don't know if you can hear this. Joey is screaming in the other room, and I don't think you guys can hear it. I can make all these videos and not be bothered at all, whereas before, if they were screaming, I couldn't make the video. So I'm excited. Lots of guide videos are going to be coming your way. So you're waking up for a nap? I wish I could nap. I'm going to be up till like 12 o'clock today too, building stuff. I'm already sweating. Look at this. I got sweat marks all over me. What is he doing? Oh, he's shooting his, he's playing his little gun game with mommy in the other room. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. That is the shipping live. That's everything that's sold. Now my stores are off vacation mode. I probably won't be doing a live tomorrow. My next live will probably be on Friday, because we got a lot of stuff we got to do tomorrow morning. So just bear with me. Content will be back to normal as soon as we get set up. I'm excited because, yeah, we're closer to a thrift store. So expect a lot of thrifting content, because we're really, really close to a really good thrift store. So you're probably going to see a bunch of thrifting videos, because I'm itching to go. I haven't been thrifting, chat, in I think 3.5, maybe 4 weeks. I haven't actually went into a thrift store. So I'm ready to go. Expect some content from me. I appreciate all the well wishes and everybody reaching out. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'm excited. I got big plans for the first Comeback Whatnot show too. I might have tons of really good giveaways for you guys. So I appreciate, just out of my appreciation for you guys all supporting and commenting and sharing and liking and all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. I do have a post coming out later today, a little bit of an inspirational post. I was planning to put it out 2 days ago, but it was on this computer and this computer was packed up. I already wrote it all out. So you'll see that. It's going to be a little bit weird, because it's going to be like a leaving from my house post, even though we've already left from my house. So if you see it, that's why it's worded that way. But I'm going to put it out because I think it's pretty inspirational. I think you guys will like it. So appreciate you guys. I'll fix the internet issues too. Hopefully by the next time you see us, all the internet issues will be fixed and this garage will look amazing. It'll be all